My name's Gina Bender, and I want to thank each and every one of you for joining us today for this short Victory Nutrition presentation. Ed and I are pleased to be involved with Victory. We met Bill Downs well over 20 years ago. We were very excited and been in the health and wellness industry for 30 years. Loved the industry and met Bill, loved his supplements, his knowledge, his expertise, and most importantly, his heart and the integrity that he brought to the table. Bill launched this company 4.5 years ago. We were very fortunate to know Bill and be a part of it. And then about 2.5 years ago, we introduced to Bill Jeff Hooks, who has been a part of this industry actually many years, as long as we have or even longer. He's been very successful in the industry, and at that time he is an advisor for lots of companies, and he became a part of Victory on an advisor status. And a lot of things have developed over the 2.5 years. So it is my great pleasure to bring to you Mr. Jeff Hooks, our new president of Victory Nutrition International. So we're very excited to have you, Jeff.
Thank you so much, Gina, and good evening, everyone. We are delighted as a Victory Nutrition family to welcome you to this Zoom. And I will tell you, this is one of our first Zooms, so we're gonna continue to kind of work on leveraging all the functionalities of this platform. But first and foremost, on behalf of the V&I family, we want to welcome all of you that are guests this evening, whether you're watching this or listening to this live or via recording. The purpose of tonight's presentation, we want to take the next 20-25 minutes, and we want to give you information. In fact, for those that are watching on video, if you want to click on, if you move your mouse over to my video, that'll make my screen larger, and that way the presentation might look a little bit be easier to focus. And but the purpose of tonight's Zoom meeting is to share with those of you that are guests information about these amazing products with V&I. And by the way, Gina, I'm not sure, we've got some people that aren't muted. I don't know if you can control the mutes. In the bottom left, folks, if you'll hit your mute on your screen, and if you're on the cell phone, you can hit *6, I believe it is, Gina. But we're gonna record this. We might not use it, but we're gonna record it, and then we're gonna do another Zoom event next week after we kind of figure out what we're doing. But again, back to the point for tonight's event. The presentation is all designed to share information. And so if you'll click on my video, and that way you won't see all the other moving parts and whatnot, then we'll get underway. But as Gina said, and I want to thank Gina for her leadership. Gina and Ed are pioneers in this industry. They're the top income earners in the entire V&I family in terms of representatives that have built and grown this company over the last 4.5 years. And I'm excited, effective August 1, as Gina said, to be the president of this great company. And I want to share with you a little bit of my background to give you some context. And then most importantly, can't wait to educate you on Victory Nutrition International. And in terms of, as we process this information, I really encourage you to listen to the information from a personal perspective. In other words, what's in it for you? These amazing health and wellness products, these science-based proprietary health and wellness products that are not available anywhere else in the world. We want, what's in it for you? What could they possibly provide you and your family from a health and a wellness and a vitality perspective? So again, evaluate the information from a personal perspective. What's in it for you from a health and wellness perspective? Potentially, what's in it for you from a financial perspective? Because there is a business model, a very lucrative business model attached to these amazing products and this amazing brand, if that's of interest. And so we'll explore that together. But my background, I grew up in the mountains of North Carolina, went to Elon University, played college tennis there quite a few pounds ago, graduated with a degree in economics and a burning desire to be an entrepreneur. And so over the 31 years of my business career, I've built and run traditional businesses. I was blessed to learn about this direct sales, direct to consumer, what I call relational marketing industry back in 1989. And I've been a founding shareholder of a company that we took to 100 million a year in sales and sold. I've been a distributor, I've been a consultant, and I've been an executive in this industry. And I share that to give you the context that I believe everything in my career, the good, the bad, the ugly, the challenges, the victories, all of it has been designed by the good Lord to equip and empower me for this opportunity with all of you. As Gina said, Gina and Ed were kind enough to introduce me to Mr. Bill Downs and Kim Downs, the founders of Victory Nutrition, a little over 2.5 years ago. And what I saw when I met Bill and Kim and when we spent the first day together was something that was extraordinary. And for those of you that are guests, again, either listening live or via recording, listen to this, because I want to communicate this in a way. I hope it'll resonate with you. I have been blessed to be around a lot of really smart people in this industry, a lot of brilliant founders, a lot of very accomplished individuals, but I have never met a founder, and with Bill and Kim, I've never met founders that communicated a vision the way Bill and Kim did. In other words, when I sat down with them the very first day that we met, they didn't talk about financial goals. They didn't talk about building a company to sell. They didn't talk about a liquidity event. They talked about what we're going to be talking about tonight, some amazing wellness products and literally blessing the world one person at a time. They talked about mission. They talked about being beacons of light. They talked about being beacons of health and wellness. And it was totally from the heart. It was totally mission driven. And that was something that was extraordinary. So at the time, I was really deeply engaged in another project and didn't have a lot of time, but was very, very grateful that Bill and Kim and the executive team and the leaders invited me to help the company in a consultant role. And so I've worked with the company over the last 2.5 years. Within the first couple of months, went to a leadership event in Savannah, met a lot of the field leadership. And over the last 2.5 years, I have watched an extraordinary company grow and get to the point where we are right now, right at 4.5 years old, where we are positioned for amazing things as we move forward. So with that, folks, let me jump into some of the content. We're a 4.5-year-old company. We're a young, fast-growing company. I am seeing I've been around this industry, as I said, many years, and everything is in place for extraordinary growth over the next 3 to 5 years and beyond. And part of the reason for that, it's certainly the people, and that includes Gina Bender, includes Ed Bender, includes the field leadership team, but it's also the proprietary products. Let me tell you about, now we talked about the company being 4.5 years old, okay? Debt-free, strongest balance sheet I've ever seen from a company our size and our age. We have just rock solid foundation. However, the products that we're going to be talking about here in just a couple of minutes are a culmination of an extraordinary ongoing career from our founder and our CEO, Mr. Bill Downs. Bill and Kim are the founders. Our co-founder, Steve Kushner, is an amazing, extraordinary scientist. He, along with Bill, heads up our research and development. And the product line that you're going to learn about here in the next couple of minutes is the culmination of well over 30 years of effort, 30 years of contribution, 30 years of science, 30 years of product development, 30 years of creating formulas. Mr. Bill Downs, I will share this. I've been blessed to be around some of the best scientists in the health and wellness industry during my career. A brilliant PhD biochemists, amazing formulators. And since I'm not mentioning any names on those individuals, I'm not really de-edifying them, but I will say, with all due respect, that as brilliant as many of these amazing people are, they literally are not even in the same realm as Mr. Bill Downs in terms of product formulation. I'll just flat tell you he's a genius, and he's going to be upset with me for sharing that. And so as a result, with his leadership, with Steve Kushner's leadership, we have an extraordinary line of products that are delivering amazing health benefits to thousands and thousands and thousands of people all across the U.S. and Canada right now. And so let me introduce you to the VNI product family. Our first product that I want to touch on is a product called Protovite. Now, simply put, Protovite is the absolute most complete liquid nutrition program available, but it's far more than that. All of the vitamins, all the minerals, all the phytonutrients that our body needs for a foundation of health and wellness in 1 ounce. But it's far deeper than that. Now, I'm going to touch on some of the science, but I want to encourage you to get back to the person that invited you to this presentation, and they can share with you some of the videos and some of the additional information on each of the products as we move forward. But one of the things I want to talk about, I've mentioned science, I've mentioned in kind of a high level about Bill Downs' background and Steve Kushner's background. What I want to share with you is we have over 40 published, peer-reviewed scientific studies on our products. That includes Protovite. Finished products. Now, one of the things I'll share with you without going off on too much of a rabbit trail is in this industry, in the wellness industry, in the direct sales industry, wellness products are by far the largest product category in this $38 billion industry in the U.S. and this well over $250 billion industry worldwide. A lot of companies talk about science. A lot of companies that I've consulted for talk about science. But what I want everyone to understand is there's some creative marketing, and that's the nice way to put it. There's some creative marketing in a lot of these stories, these narratives that companies are communicating to the marketplace about their products. In other words, sometimes it's an ingredient. One ingredient might be supported by a study or several studies. But when you put that ingredient in a formula with a lot of other ingredients, it's bad science to say that this science now applies to this product because it applies to one ingredient. You follow me? In other words, we don't know how that ingredient's going to respond in the human body, real world, when it's part of a complex formula. So I don't want to get too detailed, but that's one of the kind of the head fakes that happens in the industry is it's product, it's ingredient science that's put into an overall formula. And then they claim that the science holds up. Another challenge is it's not peer-reviewed, real clinical science where a doctor, well-meaning doctor or doctors that are on the payroll of the company itself are the ones that publish the science. We're talking about over 40 peer-reviewed clinical studies published on our products, and as of this fall, we'll have 42. And we're continuing to go down that path. So I share that with you because from a personal wellness standpoint, we want you to understand there is nothing out there like Protovite. You take 1 ounce, you hold it, swish it around in your mouth for 30 seconds. It's absorbed and assimilated into the bloodstream. One of the clinicals shows that our vitamins, minerals, and phytonutrients get into the bloodstream in 5 minutes or less with 100% of the people, 100% of the time. So it's nutrition that gets in. We've got the regular Protovite formula right here you hold it, keep it in the refrigerator and pour an ounce at a time as you move. We've got what we call Protovite Moments, which are really cool single servings that I really love. Very convenient. We've also got the concentrate, which is great for travel. So you can either take it in the concentrated form or mix it with a little bit of water. So we've got, no matter what your lifestyle is on any given day or week, we've got Protovite that you can take with you on the go. And this is a product, folks, that's going to bless you. The impact that people are having with this product is nothing short of astounding. Now, we do not intend, nor do we communicate to the marketplace that our products will diagnose, cure, treat illness or disease. What we simply say is this: the human body that God Almighty made does amazing things when it's given the proper nutrition. And I love one of our leaders says, when people say, well, I've got this situation or I've got that situation, should I take Protovite? And she says, well, does this situation, whatever you're dealing with, involve your cells, the cells in your body? And of course they said yes. And she said, well, our product nourishes at a cellular level. It actually nourishes the cells themselves. And so absolutely, this is a product that's going to help you. It's going to bless you. So that's our Protovite product. Our next product I want to share, think about this. Here's a rhetorical question. How many of you, rhetorical, because I can't see right in a second, know somebody that's under a lot of stress? Know somebody that's battling anxiety? Knows somebody that could use more, mental focus, more clarity. This is our product called Brain Reward. And folks, this is a game changer. There's 30 published clinical studies on this one product alone, and we're the only company on the planet that has it. And this is our Brain Reward product, folks. It's you look at the science that's being invested in brain research and how to, not just from anti-aging, but in our high stress, high performance, electromagnetic frequency bombarded digital world. The brain health has never been more important. And we've got a product that is a trailblazer in this space. It's literally brain food. And so we've got the Brain Reward. We've got them in single servings that are really beautiful packaging. And they've got single servings that are in here, so you can take them on the go for travel. So that's an amazing product, backed by science, proprietary. Nobody has anything like it. Our newest product category, we also have a product called Thion Extra that I actually don't have right in front of me. Amazing antioxidant immune boosting product. We've had great results with that product. Our community loves it. And then our newest product, and this is where we've got clinicals that are just wrapping up here over the next 30 to 45 days, is called N-Sorb. And folks, this is an enzyme product. And to kind of make the case for what the initial science is looking like, is this could be our biggest product ever. Because as a society, I think it's no secret to any of us that we're not getting raw foods. We're not eating, for the most part, raw foods, raw fruits, raw vegetables, etc. And as a result, we're not getting enzymes from those raw foods. We're eating processed foods. One of the things that I'm amazed at, if you think about health and wellness in general, and think about wherever you are in the world, as consumers, and I'm talking about myself in the midst of that, as consumers, all of us collectively are spending more and more money on health and wellness. I'm talking supplementation. We're talking fitness memberships. We're talking anti-aging. More and more people are spending more and more money to not just live longer, but to live better. And yet, we're talking billions and billions of dollars. And if you look at the growth, this is extraordinary growth of us as consumers continuing to spend more and more money on health and wellness. Once again, fitness memberships, supplements, anti-aging initiatives, etc. But chronic illness, chronic disease is still on the rise. And if you think about that, as I don't know if you've ever thought about it, but something's not working with most of the supplements out there in the market. And so the market is ripe and ready. People are spending money to look better, feel better, have more energy, avoid and prevent disease. They're interested in it. And here we are coming with groundbreaking products that can't be found at the local pharmacy. We're not talking, with all due respect, we're not talking about vitamin C. We're not talking about curcumin. We're not talking about B12. We're talking about proprietary products backed by science on the end product that are delivering amazing results. And so we've got a huge opportunity to educate the people that we know, love, and care about so that they can redirect the monies they're already spending. So think about this. When we get to the business in just a minute, think about that. We're not talking about, in most cases, people spending new dollars to bless them their physical health. We're talking in most cases about the idea of educating individuals on amazing cutting-edge research-backed products and having them redirect monies they're already spending on proprietary products that they've never seen or heard about and cannot get anywhere else. V&I owns these products. We created these products, and the only way to get these products is through independent representatives like the individual in our community on our team that invited you to this particular event. So back to the N-Sorb. So enzymes have been called the spark plug of life, the spark plug of the human body. Every single human function that happens in our bodies is dependent on enzymes. And we've got a proprietary product that is not just digestive enzymes, which is a huge business. I mean, look at pharmaceuticals. That's one of the largest categories of expenditures with pharmaceuticals are people dealing with digestive issues. 70, 80% of our immune system resides in the gut. But it's also metabolic enzymes. And that's a whole other conversation for another day. So these are extraordinary products. And so for those of you that have personal health and wellness goals, I want to encourage you again to get back to the person that invited you to tonight's event. Get your questions answered. Look at a couple, go to their marketing website, look at whatever product is of interest, hopefully more than one product. Take a look at some of the videos. Get your questions answered, and get started with the product. We encourage you, this is real important, folks, we encourage you to make a 90-day, preferably a 6-month commitment to engage with these products. Because most of us, if you're like me, before I engaged with the V&I products, I'd been eating poorly and supplementing poorly for years and years and years. Now, while we do have people that feel immediate impact with the products, we don't want you to have an expectation that you're going to take, one serving of Protovite and be doing one-arm push-ups and running a marathon. It might happen. If it does, let me know, and I'll high-five you, and I'll drive. I'll fly to you or drive to you, and we'll take pictures together. But 90 to minimum 90 to 120 days of engaging with these products, and see how your body responds. Now, as I mentioned, there's a business attached to these amazing products, these proprietary science-based products. And so our mission from corporate through our field community, our representative community, our entire leadership team, our mission is to help people and bless people both with their physical health with our products and their financial health, if that's of interest, with our business. And so, if you're at a point in your life where you're dissatisfied with your current physical wellness, then please engage with these products. Give them 90 to 120 days at least, and I believe you'll be glad you did. I can't wait to hear your story. Now, from a financial standpoint, along the same lines, if you're at a point where the idea of creating a diversified cash flow, creating what I call a parallel cash flow. In other words, without jeopardizing your full-time job or business or career, we can show you how to take these amazing proprietary products and create a residual cash flow. Now, you're as big as you can dream, as big as you're willing to work, we can help you put together a plan and make that a reality over the next, depending on how big your goals are. And we have the opportunity. We've got individuals making full-time income on a part-time basis within 1 to 2 years. And we've got individuals, including our top income earners, Ed and Gina Bender, that have created a wonderful 6-figure residual and true financial freedom. And here's the key, folks. We're just getting started. So if you think about everybody that you know, just think within your sphere of influence, your friends, family, loved ones. Think about who is stressed. Think about who has problems sleeping. Think about who has challenges with energy, who's battling health and wellness problems. Think about, from a business standpoint, who would be interested in creating an additional cash flow, because that's the opportunity. With Victory Nutrition, what we've done is we've taken the business development, the marketing dollars that are normally spent for advertising, for retailers, et cetera, and we've made it available to you to reward word of mouth. See, we believe, and we know because of the science and the impact of these products deserve a story to be told. These products, there's nothing more powerful than word of mouth advertising. There's nothing more powerful than Jeff Hooks personally taking these products, experiencing a benefit, and sharing with my neighbor. You know what? I've been taking this product. You ought to try it. It's amazing. And we recognize that. It's the most powerful form of distribution, particularly of unique proprietary products. That's the key. We're not talking about, once again, vitamin C, where the cheapest vitamin C on the market is what's going to sell off the retail shelves. We're talking about amazing science-based products that deliver results. And so because of that, there's an opportunity, if you're interested, to create a cash flow. And let me share with you how that works. We will teach you. You don't have to figure this thing out. I always tell people, you don't have to invent the wheel. The wheel's been invented, and we will teach you how to roll it. And based on your goals, one of the first things we'll do is we'll sit down with you and figure out how much time, effort, and energy you're able and willing to put into your V&I business. Is it a side project where you just want to maybe refer a few people and get your product for free for yourself and your family, where the commissions offset the cost of the product for you? That's a beautiful goal. And I call that the training wheel approach. If you want to start with that, we'll put a beautiful plan in place. We'll celebrate your progress, and great things will happen. But if you're at a point where the idea of making some supplemental income, maybe $500 to $1,000, $1,500 a month to pay off debt, to supplement retirement, if that's a goal, if that's an objective, then we'll put together a plan there. And as well, if you want to follow Ed and Gina's lead and some of our other leaders and create a massive cash flow, 6 working to 7 figures over the next few years, then we can teach you how to do that as well. And candidly, I've done that. So the idea I always tell people with this business model, it's based on effort, but you've got a system to plug into. It's the worst paying, it's the worst paying easy job. But if you put forth some effort, we'll teach you how to create a recurring cash flow. And let me touch on the 3 ways that the exclusive, unique V&I compensation plan rewards you. The first is what we call immediate income. And one of the things that we know from experience is if you choose to put your reputation and your credibility on the line and join our family and join our mission, we want to reward you. And we don't want to reward you just next month or in 6 months or next year. We want to reward you quickly. And so I want you to understand, for those of you that are guests, there's immediate income. We do business this week, you do business this week, you get paid next week in the form of what we call a fast start bonus. So that could be a couple $100. It could be a lot more than that based on your initial efforts. And that's ongoing. So there's immediate income. That's important. There's also what I call long-term residual or lifetime residual. And folks, if you've never experienced the power of a residual cash flow, I just want you to understand that. Think about this for just a few minutes. The most of us, not all, but most, enjoy an income and earn an income based on what I call linear. So you're exchanging time for money. You work an hour, you get paid for an hour. You work, if you're exempt on salary, you work a week or two, you get paid for a week or two, and that's powerful. That's a beautiful way. There's honor and honest work, and that's a wonderful way. But the challenge is it's hard to create any kind of financial freedom with linear income, because there's just simply not enough hours in the day. And so the residual income, like what's available with Victory Nutrition, with our compensation plan, is available because of a couple things. Number one, it's available because these amazing products, these impact products that can't be found anywhere else, are consumable. So what does that mean? That means that you share these products with Jeff Hooks, and I place an order. I like the products. Our retention is off the charts. It's the best I've ever seen in the industry. And when I reorder, guess what? You get paid again. It's not a new customer. It's not a new business builder joining your team. It's an existing customer that's reordering product. And so guess what? The company, our corporate team, our amazing corporate team, we handle everything for you. We process the receivable. We process the credit card. We package and ship the product to your customer, in this example to me, and you get paid again. And so that residual, that recurring income, especially if you decide to build a team, and we'll teach you how to do that, is a compounding type income. And it's beautiful. And so the idea is you put forth some effort over the next few months, next few years, and you get paid on an ongoing basis, whether you work or not. That's the power of a residual income. So you got immediate income, do business this week, get paid next week. You've got lifetime, long-term residual income, and you've also got leadership bonuses. There are some additional bonuses that reward you for helping your team be successful. So that's kind of a snapshot of the business. And what I'll share with you, I always tell people, don't let the small money bore you, and don't let the big money intimidate you. Whatever is of interest for you right now at this point in your life, we can help put together a plan and help make that a reality. So we've got a wonderful journey ahead of us, folks. The last piece of the puzzle that I want to share with you is we've got a system for business building. We've got a system for success. And I always tell people system is, I'm not usually big on acronyms, but system is an acronym that stands for save yourself stress, time, energy, and money. Now, what do I mean by that? What I mean by that is you might be thinking to yourself, you know what? I definitely want to engage with these products. I want to try my, I want to feel better. I want to have more energy. I want to feed my body what it needs. And you know what? You might also be thinking, I like the idea of creating a sideline cash flow, but I wonder if I can do it. And what I'm here to share with you is you can do it. And that's based on 29 years of experience. And it's actually, 29 years of experience. 1989 was my first direct sales networking business venture. And I can tell you that the only common denominator that I've seen that's critical for helping an individual create a cash flow in this business. And we're not even talking about, I'm talking most of my career has not been these products. But it's a desire for some positive change in your life. If you're willing to put forth some effort, we'll teach you how to build the business. We'll help you. We've got a system that's designed to do two things. Number one, set you up for success. And number two, give you a track to run on. And here's the powerful thing about it. The individual that invited you to tonight's event or that invited you to listen to this on replay, they have a vested financial interest in helping you succeed, in helping you reach your goals, in helping you win. I call it selfish generosity. It's free enterprise in its purest form. They are focused. Our team, we call it, you have a team of individuals. It's not just one person that have a vested financial interest in helping you succeed. And that's a beautiful way to build a business. So they'll wrap their arms around you. They'll support you, teaching, training, helping with presentations, answering questions. We've got videos. We've got marketing tools. We've got a lot of exciting things that are continuing to come out, and they are designed to equip and empower you to reach your goals. And I want you to know, as president of Victory Nutrition International moving forward, Bill and Kim Downs and the team, Steve Kushner, the rest of the team, all of the leaders, including the individual that invited you onto tonight's call, they've entrusted me to do one thing, and that's to serve you. And that's to serve you in a capacity that allows you to spread your wings, whatever your goals are, whatever your dreams are with VNI, and to bless yourself, your family, and those that you care about with, again, physical health with the products and financial health with the business if that's of interest. And that's what I'm committed to do. So we've got a system that's going to make that happen. I'm sitting here, I'm looking at my desk, and I've got a bunch of things I'd like to show you, but we'll do that for future reference. But Joshua 1:9 is one of my favorites right here. My sweetheart gave me this, but be strong and courageous. And here's what, be strong and courageous. That's what I want to share with this amazing team. We've got big, big plans, and big things are going to happen over the next 3 to 5 years. We are the best kept secret in health and wellness. We are the absolute best kept secret in direct sales and relational marketing. And but guess what? That's not going to continue. Big things are going to happen over the next several years. We would like every one of you, if you're interested, to be a part of this community in whatever way is of value to you. I've got another little paperweight here where hope, it says hope. And I don't know about you, but the world needs more hope. The world needs, from my experience and my circle of influence, a lot of people are running around from a wellness standpoint, from a financial standpoint, and they're full of fear, they're full of doubt, they're full of worry, they're full of hesitation. And they need hope. They need faith. They need a plan. And you introducing Victory Nutrition to them might be exactly, and in fact it will be for some people, exactly what they've been looking for, even if they didn't know it. And I always tell people, this business model is needed, not just from a physical wellness standpoint with the products, but financially. Most people have all their future from a financial standpoint tied to one source of income. And if that one source of income dries up, they're in trouble. You and I, we can partner. We can take this VNI mission and we can show people how, without jeopardizing their full-time job or business, they can take the next 1, 2, 3 years, create an additional cash flow that gives them some options, that takes the pressure off, that gives them a plan B so that if the rug's pulled out from under them, they're not lost. And so it's an important mission, folks. I want our team, our VNI family, I want to encourage all of us to think big and play big, because this company is on the move, and we want good people, good, loving, kind people to help us share this message with a smile on your face, with love in your heart. I call it sharing and caring. Just invite people to learn about these products. Invite people to learn about this business model. Some are going to be interested in the products. Some are going to be interested in the business. Some might say thanks, but no thanks. That's okay. It's a sorting process. And we're going to take this multi-million-dollar business with an amazing foundation over the last 4.5 years, and we're going to grow it, and we're going to grow it, and we're going to grow it. But we're going to do that one person at a time, looking people in the eyes, making a friend, finding a need, and solving that need with Victory Nutrition. So I want to thank Gina Bender. I want to thank you as always for yours and Ed's leadership. I want to thank all of you for plugging into this. I want to let you know, even for our guests, we're doing a monthly corporate leadership call that's coming Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern. We want to invite you to listen into that call. It's a once-a-month call. Will be corporate updates, some exciting announcements, and also some recognition and some leadership training on the business side. So we always make this available to our entire VNI community, and we want to make it available to you. So that's Monday night at 8 o'clock. There'll be an additional email from our marketing team and a text communication going out with all the details of the call. So on behalf of the entire VNI family, to those of you that are guests, once again, please get back to the person that invited you to our event tonight. Get your questions answered. Make a good decision. Make a decision either for just the products and to be blessed by these products, or join us and be blessed by the products and use the products and help us take this mission to the world by sharing the products, which will create an income for you at the same time. And so there's lots of ways we can get you started. We just want you to make a good informed decision, lock arms with us, because we're in for an exciting journey, and we would be blessed and honored if we could serve you in that capacity as part of the VNI family. So thanks so much. We'll end the recording now. We'll end the call now. Have a blessed evening, and we'll talk soon, and we'll talk Monday night at 8 o'clock, if not before. Thanks so much. Good night, and God bless.